Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking my top 10 with a couple of honorable mention crochet hair secrets. Now, I'm making this video today because I feel like there are some things that are very common when it comes to crochet hair that some people are not knowing or should know, or is new information to them. Some people are newbies to crochet hair, some people are experts, they've been wearing crochet hair for years, but there's still some things that I feel like are secrets that I'm going to share with you guys. So I'm going to go through 10 that I feel like are highly important. And I'm going to start with a not so secret. I'll say it's a secret, but who am I hiding this from? First secret is the secret to removing crochet hair. Now, I just got a question on my actual YouTube. It says, what's the easiest way to remove loose crochet hair, especially with those knot ties? Now, I'm always of the thought process that crochet hair is so easy to remove that it's always baffling to me that people are like, how do you remove it? It seems so complicated. Now, first, I'll just do a demo of how I remove it. So I have this here in which I don't have any intentions on taking out anytime soon, but I'm just going to do an example of removing. Clip as close as you can to the knot. So the hair, this part of the hair is out. So go to where that hair you took it from. This is it right here. So this is the end of it now. Now that it's short, and you just, and that's the other half of it. So you have the hair and it's out of your head. Just cut as close as you can, or you really don't have to cut as close as you can to the knot. It's just cutting at the top of your hair and it'll just pull out. Like the little short end will just should come right on out. It doesn't matter if you double knotted the hair, if you triple knotted the hair, if you invisible knotted the hair, whatever the case may be. It's a very easy removal. Cut as close, it essentially slide out. But the secret that I wanted to share with you guys, because that's not a secret, that's pretty easy, is be very careful when you remove a hair. And I shared that with you because I'm holding on to this. This is my actual hair. This is a braid. This is my hair. This is a good chunk of my hair, actually. A good little chunk of my hair that is not in my scalp, as you can see, not by wanting it to be removed from my scalp. The secret to removing crochet hair is it's very easy, but you need to go slow. Take your time. This isn't a race. I get antsy. This is probably, let's be real, this is the third time that I've cut some of my hair. This, I think, is the most significant amount, though. So slow down your removal. It's very easy to remove, but be in front of a mirror. Be looking. Look very carefully. Don't be in a rush. This isn't a race. Number two, the not so secret is choose the right hair. It can all be avoided if you choose the right hair. I have so many people who watch my channel after the fact and say I chose this hair, I hate crochet hair because I chose this hair, on a video where I hate the hair. I did not like the hair. And now you're like, oh, well, retroactively, I should have never, I should have done my research. Research hair. Not all hair is good. Just like not all, synthetic wigs are good. This is synthetic hair, and not all is created equally, in my opinion. There are some top sellers, there's some higher rated hair. Choose those better hair so that you can ensure a better outcome. The secret to all of this is that you could have so much less stress on yourself if you just start at the beginning and make the best decision possible. The number three secret is don't make your parts too large. That is something that I notice a lot of the times with crochet hair. And I think my beginning stages of trying crochet hair, I was a little turned off of crochet hair a bit when I noticed in real life. In real life, I saw a lot of people who had big parts. They were exaggerated. I think that's why crochet hair never clicked with me. Like, I think I would see crochet hair, but it never really was my vibe because I'm like, damn, it's some huge. We part in the Red Sea over here. The parts is parting. Make the parts as close as you possibly can so you can have a very natural looking hairline. That's all I want for myself is naturalness. No, I don't think I'm fooling people that this is my real hair. Although I fool a lot of people, but I think they're just, when I fool black women in the know, that's when I know I've done something. It's nothing to fool, maybe people who don't look like me, or the men folk. They are always fooled. But if I fool another sister, I've done something. The closer you can put those braids together, the easier it is for a natural looking hairline. But that leads me into my next tip. And my next tip is, well, what if I can't get the braids together? What if there's some gappage? What if the braids we only did 6 or 7 braids? My secret, which I don't think I really ever talk about, this might be a true first time sharing a secret on here. I feel like I've said something, but sometimes you're going to have to apply hair not to the braid. And what I mean is, this is the braid right here, somewhere in here. But this is my part where I just kind of cut a piece of hair. And I want that to be closed a bit. I want to close that in. So I'm putting my crochet needle not through a braid, but I'm putting it through hair, which you got to be very sensitive about. And you got to make sure you got a strong enough scalp that can leverage that. And then just do what I normally do. This is the front, so I'm going to invisible knot the hair. So I'm going to pull the hair through once. And that helps close the gap a bit. Let me cut that out. That helps close it a bit. So if you want to ever close a gap, all you're going to have to do, and again, this is for only those with the strongest hair. Your hair doesn't suffer from a lot of breakage. If you suffer from a lot of breakage, ignore everything I'm saying. Ignore it. It's not for you. This is not for you. This is for people who have, I guess, your hair. Your hair. And you take care of your hair. You can apply hair. And again, this is not a braid. This is almost like doing braidless. You're going to put some hair. And again, that was not a braid that I'm applying this to. And there we have it. So if you ever want to close some gappage, the braids are too far apart. You're going to have to fill it in a bit. You're going to have to put some hair on top of your hair. That's not a braid, if that makes sense. So again, this isn't a braid. You might want to put some hair to close that gap. And off piggybacking off of that, number 5 tip is, in the front of your hair, you're going to want to invisible knot the hair. You're going to want to invisible knot the hair so that your hairline doesn't look chunky. And what I mean is, when hair can look chunky is, you saw what I just did. I applied the hair and I pulled it through once to make it small. What you don't want to do is, I'm going to do it one more time. And then do this. I don't want to triple knot. This isn't where I want to do all of this knotting. Like, this ain't where I want to, because guess what? You got a big loop right here. You got a big, very visible loop. If you can see the rest of my hairline, it looks very seamless. Right now, I made a big, chunky, like, little knot right here that's very visible. If you want a realistic hairline, you're going to want to pull through once. So this is the loop. Pull it through once, you've created a very, very small knot. The secret to a natural looking hairline is this knot being as small as possible in the front. It doesn't matter if you knot the hair 5, 6, 7 times in the back where no one can see it. Now, there's nothing wrong if you like the visible look. Now, I've seen many people on social media have kind of the more obvious knots in the front and more obvious looking crochet. Their crochet is crocheting and it looks like crochet. And I didn't want to take any of those photos. I'm going to take a photo of a person who is famous, Candace's mom, off of Real Housewives of Potomac, to just demonstrate it's okay if you like this look and this is the look that you're going for. But if you do want a more natural looking hairline, I highly suggest just invisible knotting. Invisible knotting can make your hairline look a lot more realistic. The next secret, which is something you should always be doing, is managing your scalp or maintaining your scalp. And I like oils for that. So when I'm wearing a crochet style, this is the Mio Organics Rosemary and Mint. Ooh, I have to tighten that. And I will just take, this is in a little dropper form, kind of put it in my parting space. I don't do this all the time, but maybe like once or twice a week, just to put a little bit of something, because I still want my hair to be growing up under here. And while I'm on that same topic, the Wild Grow is good as well. So OG growth oil, both of these. You can notice that growth is always on my mind. Growth in my hair is what matters to me at the highest, at one of the tippy top levels. Now, while we're on the topic of maintaining your scalp, washing your crochet hair, I get questions about that all the time, not even from a perspective of when you swim. So I always get questions when I swim. I have many a many of how to wash your crochet hair videos on this platform, but it's the question I always get asked is, how do you wash it? How do you wash it? How do you wash it? My secret is I don't wash it if I don't have to wash it. Like if I get swimming, yes, I'll wash the hair. Or if I have to do it for a YouTube video, then yeah, I'll wash the hair. But if I had it my way, I would just not wash my crochet hair. I don't think it's always necessary. My hair grows best when I leave it alone. When I leave it alone and when it's in its protective style, and I give it all the TLC when it's out of the protective style. So I be deep conditioning. You know, when I do my washing goes, I be deep conditioning. When I go to the stylist, when I get my silk presses, she be deep conditioning, she be steam treatment, she be giving me everything I need, trimming my ends, all the TLC I need when it's not in a protective style. It's a lot of work to wash your hair when it's in this protective style. And is it getting everything it needs to do? Is it deep conditioning? No, you're not doing everything you need to do. So my priority is taking care of my hair pre and post the crochet hair. During it, my hair really thrives if I leave it alone. So everybody is obsessed with washing their hair. And I get it if you feel icky, if you work out a lot, your scalp is sweaty, things like that. But if you're like me who lives a very sedentary lifestyle and I'm not in the gym 6 days a week for 2 hours straight, crunching a cardio, like that's not my lifestyle. I don't think you have to wash your hair all the time. Now, maybe if your hair is some hair that I need to be washed, I have dandruff problems, I have sensitive scalp problems, like I have to wash it, then that's fine. But I know my scalp, like I said, it's very durable, it's very hardworking. It's fine if I wait. If I wait until post. Number 8, nighttime routine matters. Your nighttime routine, it's a secret that is a not so quiet secret over here because I'm a big proponent of every time I do a crochet hair review. I tell you, bonnet, bonnet. I'm going to put on a bonnet. I wear bonnets. I'm a bonnet girl. If you're not a bonnet girl, you need to be a satin pillowcase or something kind of girl because this is not a style that you can just lay on your cotton sheets, on your cotton things with your cotton headrest and your cotton clothes pulling over your head. Crochet hair is synthetic. Friction is not its friend. Friction causes frizz. It's going to cause tangles, going to cause matting. It's just going to be a big problem. Why are we not? I can't give advice to anybody. Anybody who watches my video, I didn't know there were women out here like this in the world, but I verbally know women who are like, I would never be a bonnet person. Some of these women have partners, and so I think it's unsexy or uncute, I guess, in their mind to wear a bonnet at night. I can't say I get that because I've had a partner in the past too, and they were like, "Wear your bonnet." If I would lay down anytime, wear your bonnet. Where's your bonnet? They know I'm a bonnet girl. So they want me to look good in the daylight, and they know a part of my maintenance and looking good in the daylight when we're out and about is the nighttime. The nighttime helps me preserve so that I look good on your shoulder. It preserves the goodness that I look during the day, and I look good for myself. Okay, that's the first and foremost. But if you're not a bonnet person, I can't help you because this is a one style that, if anything, it requires you to have some kind of barrier. My number 9 tip is always have a professional in your arsenal. A professional, not a professional meaning you have to have somebody who can do your hair professionally, like your crochet hair. I only have one person professionally do my crochet hair. Even though people DM me every single day and say, who in Charlotte knows how to do crochet hair? How would I know? Y'all be saying, how would I know who does it here? I'd be using Style Seat just like y'all would be using Style Seat. But I'm talking about a professional outside of the realms of crochet hair. Somebody who knows your natural hair. Somebody who knows your hair to give you some kind of commentary, some kind of consultation, somebody who can kind of work with you and understand if anything is being detrimental to your hair and to your scalp. And that's what I have in Tony. Tony just voice memoed me the other day. She's my stylist here in Charlotte. Even though I don't get silk presses but like 5 times a year, she is still my girl. And she voice memoed me the other day and said, somebody who watches your channel, 2 people who watch your channel actually came to me the other day and they were like, do you do Leah's hair? And she said, who? And then it finally clicked to her because nobody but you guys call me Leah. She was like, oh, Talia, duh. Everybody who knows me outside of YouTube knows me as Talia. So I love that you guys are going to her and going to professionals in general. Wherever you are, you're going to your professionals, but I think it's good to have a professional in your arsenal who can give you tailored advice for your hair. If there's something I'm doing that's detrimental to my hair, Tony will tell me. Tony has told me in the past. That's how I know about the second time I cut my hair because I didn't realize it in the moment. She pulled a strand and she was like, "Did you cut your hair when you were removing crochet hair?" And I was like, I guess. I guess. Girl, you need to be careful. Like, these are conversations that need to be had. I need to understand my hair to understand if anything I'm doing is detrimental or not detrimental. So many of you guys ask me, I have alopecia. Can I do this? I struggle with this. My braids are thin. I'm not a professional hairstylist. I'm not. I've only done hair on one person. Me. That's me. Hi. I've only done this to one person. I am not, I don't have a license. Some of you guys have asked me, Kay, can you do my hair? Didn't I just tell y'all a minute ago I cut my own hair? I can take care of one head alone. It's me. And my 10th tip secret is Hawaiian Silky 14 in 1 Miracle Worker. This is a not so secret secret. If you follow my channel, you know I ride hard for this product. Like, me and this product go back. It goes back to the stairs. It goes back. If you follow me from the stairs period, which is what, has it been 6 years since then? 5 years? Been at least 5 years since the stairs and the filming. This product has tested. It's been almost half a decade in my life, and I will ride beside it. You just need this. You're not gonna need it for every hair. I'm not gonna say you're gonna need it for every hair, but I'm gonna say if you have it, you don't have to get ready. You already ready. You're like, I have this product. I stand by this and how it holds up to my crochet hair. A lot of people will say a leave-in conditioner will do the same thing. I'm sure it will, but I mean, like, if I find something that works, I'm gonna stand beside it. My two honorable mentions, first and foremost, even though I just said have a professional that you can consult to, I also say YouTube University. If you've already consulted, you and your stylist are on one accord, and you want to learn anything, YouTube exists. Like, I know what I know from YouTube. Like, some people think I'm doing something extravagant. I learned from, I didn't take a class. I learned from watching videos, watching tutorials, many tutorials, people who are way better at everything than I am. That's how I learned everything I know. So if you have a question about anything, sometimes people are like, I just got to get the braiding down. I'll get comments from people like, oh, I wish I could do it. I'm telling you right now, as a person who can barely cook, can barely do anything right, if I can do it, y'all can do it. Like, y'all knew me, you would understand how true that statement rings. If I can do it, ain't no way you can't. There's literally no way you cannot. And my final honorable mention secret is protect your hairline. I'm in the protective style community, and I know that in our community we get a lot of flack from outsiders or people who are like, we don't have hair up under here, or they'll see somebody. I think Portia just revealed a photo of her hair, because she wears wigs a lot. Portia Williams from Atlanta. She wears wigs a lot, and I saw a lot of people comment, see, you don't never know what's going on up under. You following all these people who wear wigs and they not taking care of their hair, or their hair short, or whatever the case may be. There's a lot of ragging on people who wear protective styles as if they don't have hair. And sometimes the fact of the matter is they have done the protective style so much at the detriment to their own hair, at the detriment of their own hair, to the point where now it's like, well, I just can wear a wig. Like, if wigs have destroyed my hair, they can also save my hair, which makes total sense. But I'm about both. I want to have the protection of my hair, protective style, but I also want to save my hair too. And where those two rubber meets the road is you have to protect your hairline. You have to protect your hairline. You cannot braid your hair to infinity. You cannot have your scalp feeling like it hurts. I never, and that's why I love my mom doing my braids. It will pain me if I ever have to go to a professional, because it be hurting. It be hurting. I be needing to pop an Advil before and after. It be hurting when they be doing it. And I just can't, I don't care about the crochet enough to go through any of that. You might be like, sometimes people are like, your hair looking really frizzy. Like, how old is in braids? They be just, 24-hour-old braids. Dang, the edges is looking frizzy. Yeah, they gonna look frizzy. I'm just gonna gel them down and they'll be okay. Because at the end of the day, my hair comes first. If there ever came a point where Tony told me crochet hair is destroying your hair, it's over. Because I care about my hair first. So protect that hairline. If you need to take breaks, take those breaks. You don't need to do crochet hair tomorrow, crochet hair the next day. You can take some breaks in between. So that is my last secret. Protect your hair. Care about your hair. Is there anything I missed? Any tips that you guys have for me? I'm no professional, so I take all of you guys' feedback and I take it internally as well. I like to hear that as well. Being not a professional, I'm always growing, I'm always learning, and you guys have that discussion down below so we can all grow and learn together. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel though, so you don't miss anything, and have that notification bell on, because you know sometimes YouTube be playing games and y'all be missing stuff. Like I got a comment yesterday that said, "Where have I been? You do installs now?" And I was like, "Where have you been?" Because I've been doing it for like 3 years now. I've been installing and installing and installing and installing and where have you been? So have that notification bell on. So if you miss it, it's on you at that point. You missing because you want to miss it at that point. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, which is a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.